to put you on the spot and ask you one more. As in one other bit of PropTech, just one other that you'd say, yep, that works, other than Viewber and Spread.
Well, because I think it's data, I would say actually home search. I think home search is very, very similar. I think they've decided to go down the portal route. They're doing a different methodology. We haven't seen Boomin appear yet, but certainly home search are very much in the same sort of space. And I think they're doing great things to try and give agents much more support at very exciting times.
Hi guys, Chris Buckler here with The Estate Agent today, and I am here with a good friend of mine, Ed Mead. Ed, you do so many things. Can you introduce yourself in one or two sentences?
Yeah, estate agent for 37 years, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, 10s and 20s. I used to do a lot of PR stuff, wrote in the Sunday Times, wrote in the Telegraph, set up Viewber in 2016, NED to a few other businesses, very much still a property man through and through.
Good man, perfect. Right, let's go straight in. D&G and Foxtons, what's your take?
Thought you might ask that. Interesting. Very pleased, obviously, that the deal's been done. I think it's particularly telling that Foxtons have agreed to let Douglas and Gordon keep the name. I think that's a big change, and I think it's a really, really strong testament to the brand that we all built at Douglas and Gordon, particularly Ivor Dickinson. A lot of us had a hand in that, so I'm really, really pleased to see that that's being kept by Foxtons.
Brilliant. So why do you think there's lots of consolidation and acquisition at the moment? Why do you think that is, Ed?
Well, I think a lot of people like a good lettings book. Douglas and Gordon was backed by a spectacularly good lettings book. And I also think there's a reason to believe that the market over the next 5-10 years is going to polarize. You're going to get bigger and bigger agents doing better and better with a consolidated cost base, and then a lot of boutique agents, which you'd know all about, sitting underneath it. So I think it's partly to do with that, but it's certainly a trend, as you say.
Indeed. Okay. RoPA, I know you're involved with that. Is it ever going to happen? It seems like it's kind of dragging along.
Well, I'm not involved day to day, but I am on the TPO industry forum. So the guys from the TPO do obviously report into the RoPA setup, and it's currently back for some amendments with the Housing Minister and MHCLG. I think it will happen. Personally, I think it's going to take quite a lot longer than we all think it will.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything we can do to get prepped?
No, I mean, I think that learning how the business works is the best thing, so that if and when you are presented with an exam, you can take it and pass it. Okay,
perfect. Virtual viewings, do you do them at Viewber? And if so, how effective have they been?
Yeah, well, clearly over the last 12 months, and I can't believe it is 12 months since this all started, virtual viewings have become a bigger thing. And, you know, with thousands of Viewbers all over the UK, a lot of them have been trained up to use cameras for 360s, WhatsApp virtual tours. Sometimes having someone turn up and walk around the place, you can have up to 4 people on a virtual tour via WhatsApp. Really simple and very much something that I think is going to be a part of the future. I do think it'll fall away a little bit. I do think the Brits are obsessed with looking at properties. So I don't think it'll continue to be as prevalent as it has been over the last 12 months. And I also think the Brits are gagging to get out there and look around. So,
Indeed, I think they are. On PropTech then, Ed, do you what's left? Right, there's so much out there. What's left that can be done?
Well, over the last 4 or 5 years, there's been a massive shakeout of PropTech. A lot of people started. I think someone told me the other day that of something like 180 PropTech business that started, only about 19 of the sort of top ones are still going. And if you try and imagine what estate agency 2030 will look like, I think it's entirely possible that the boutique agencies we referred to earlier will be able to exist with a spectacular range of menu-based PropTechs that can do everything from searching out who your future sellers are, helping you with listings, helping you with viewings, helping you with data, helping you with sales progression. That business of being able to sit on your own and start up a new business, PropTech is going to totally enable that, I think. And I think that's the change. I think agents are beginning to embrace it rather than necessarily go like that when you try and cross that threshold.
Yeah, I believe the term that's been thrown around is tech-enabled agents. So yes, I have to agree. Okay, last question for me, Ed. If you were to pick one bit of PropTech and only one, what would it be and why?
Well, obviously, if it's apart from Viewber, which I would say would be the best one, obviously. To me, it's a data company called Sprift. If you haven't come across Sprift, the data that they provide on each and every property in the UK is completely spectacular. And I do think that if you ain't got Sprift, you ain't you ain't living in the right century, because it makes the sort of stuff that a buyer wants to know about a property easily available, and it's pretty cheap. Data is what it's all about.
Fine. I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you one more. As in, what other bit of prop tech, just one other that you'd say, yep, that works, other than Viewber and Spread?
Well, because I think it's data, I would say actually home search. I think home search is very, very similar. I think they've decided to go down the portal route. They're doing a different methodology. We haven't seen Boomin appear yet, but certainly home search are very much in the same sort of space. And I think they're doing great things to try and give agents much more support at very exciting times.
Ed, as you can hear, time is up. Thank you so much from everyone at Estate Agent Today. Best of luck. We'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers. Bye-bye.